I just asked my stepson if he wanted to be on YouTube. He says no. Win some, you lose some. This goes out to my public apology to my YouTuber. I forgot who you are, but he was asking me about the SHO. So, the SHO. That one, well, Happy New Year 2026. This one is on hold because somebody decided to do that to it and turn it into a damn drive-thru. We're gonna get it fixed. So, the YouTuber, I forgot your name, but this is a public apology. My deepest apology for taking so long. Boatload of chaos happening between Thanksgiving all the way up to currently right now, which everything is subsided, which is why I'm making the video. So he had an issue where he was having a hard shift and it would kind of slam into gear. So again, for those of you that are having issues, again, I'm not a mechanic, but this is kind of a guideline. Anybody who can share some other insight on this is more than welcome. Please help us out. So let me get to it. So to check your transmission fluid, it's that little guy right there. Okay, so the easiest way to do it is to physically remove the air box. Your 8 and then the two 10mm bolts that are here, take it, remove it, then you have access to it. My memory serves me correct, and again, bear with me, I am not a mechanic. Have the car running, take it, check it, okay? It may be a little finicky to remove. Mine was fighting me a little bit. I twisted it, it stopped, and then I had to wiggle it out. So when I checked it while the vehicle was running, took it, ran the dipstick, cleaned it off, checked it again, figured out, at least on my end, when it was doing that, it was actually probably, I think, about 2 quarts low. So I believe we have a breather somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. But again, you know, these fluids, sometimes they either tend to leak out a little bit or some way, shape, or form, get burned up. I'm not sure how all that works, but needless to say, double check your fluid. Again, my apologies for taking so long. So again, remove the air box completely. The cover, you could just drape it over and then remove the bottom part, start the vehicle, uncap it. You're not going to hurt anything. Check the fluid. Be very careful on cross-contaminating fluids. If you don't know what you have in there, it's always best to completely drain it and be under the assumption that the OEM fluid is in there and use the OEM fluid. In my case, we were using, at the time, because when I got this SHO built, the engine rebuilt, we ended up changing the filter, the transmission filter on it. He cracked the case open and changed the filter on it, and then refilling it up with his transmission fluid. I'm not sure what transmission fluid my mechanic is using. All I know is there definitely was a night and day difference. I attempted to go on ahead and use some LV that I had here from Mobile, and I ended up getting a hard downshift. I did not like it. Needless to say, I drained the fluid not once but twice. Ended up running back over to my mechanic because they rebuild transmissions. I ended up using his transmission fluid and poof, changed it. I believe it is a Shell product that they're using, if I'm not mistaken. But again, I don't know the actual specification or whatever. It is a universal transmission fluid in it. I've had it always in my vehicle. This was just the one time where I went over and did the LV, and it was Mobile. Again, nothing bad against Mobile One, but again, cross-contaminating with his transmission fluid with the Mobile One. It did not like it, not one bit. So if you're having hard shifting issues, double check, triple check your fluid. Preferably, when you check your transmission fluid, you want your vehicle to be level. Preferably. Do your best. Okay? My garage floor is naturally at an angle. It's naturally at an angle. And then doing this on a ramp, yeah, it's even harder. So preferably somewhere level. Should you be in a position where you need to change the transmission fluid out. Mine has the drain plug directly underneath it. It's a real small one. I think it's like a 10 or a 12 millimeter bolt. That vehicle has to be perfect in order to get all the fluid out. What ended up happening with us is I drained it while the vehicle was ramped. That's a no-fly zone. Needless to say, I went for a test drive and I smelled a boatload of transmission fluid. So luckily enough, these vehicles, I don't know how they engineered it, but if there's an overage of amount of fluid in there, it will literally piss it right out. To my surprise, and I wasn't, again, life experience, I already knew what was going on. Took it, jacked up the car, had the car perfectly even on the ramps. So I ramped it, took the back, lifted it up, got it perfectly even. Once I drained everything into a very clean pan because I was going to repurpose the fluid. Once I put the fluid back in and put the right amount into it, I bullshit you not, I was about almost 2 gallons over. So that's where we're at. But for those of you that are having issues with your hard shifting, double check your fluid and see where you go from there. Okay? Do keep in mind that if they're a used vehicle, you're not going to know. Here.
I'm leaving even for this. It's not that bad. I'm going to just lime through it.
Take the car. You're good. Take the car.
You still doing it?
Yeah, I'm almost done. It's my biological son. So, but yeah. Again, my public apology. I deeply apologize. It was just a boatload of fucking chaos that literally consumed my time, consumed everything, consumed my emotion. My son got into that accident, got T-boned. He is okay. Needless to say, it was just one thing after another. So, for your situation, or for anybody's situation where you're having that hard shift, where you're shifting and you're going up and shift, double check your fluid. Double check up on it. All right? And being careful of cross-contaminating. So finding out what fluid you've been using. If you've been using an in particular fluid, continue using it because it works best for you. So being careful of mixing Valvoline with Mobil 1 with something else, be real careful with it. Should you be in a position where you know the fluid that you're using, but you're attempting to try something else, and you try that something else, and then all of a sudden you're having a hard downshift, it's because that fluid is not reacting, it's cross-contaminating is what it is. So check your fluids and be careful of cross-contaminating between brands. All right? Holla at your boy. Happy New Year. Peace out, fuckers.